So, dear students, now we will implement HAC algorithm using RStudio. Sorry, I am not able to arrange RStudio right now, but let's try to understand the code. So what I have done is I have downloaded this university data, which is in CSV format, and I have saved this data in my machine. Now this is the location where my data is saved. So the first command is to read this CSV file. In RStudio, the command to read a CSV file is read.csv and the location of the file. You can see within the quotes I have mentioned the location of my input file. Now in RStudio, you can view this data. When you will view this data, you will see that the first column, the column 1 of this data set is name of university. Name of university. And then we have the results, sales, etc., etc. Okay, for analyzing this data, for making clusters, name of university is not required. We need other values to form clusters. So what we will do is, we will remove column 1 from this data set. How do we do that? We use this command. So I have this input data set, which I have stored in variable u. Now, we will use this command to remove the first column from the given data set. So this means u is my input file, box bracket. I have left this space blank. Why? Because I want to take all the rows. This is row, comma, column. I have left this place blank because I want to include all the rows. Then I want to remove the first column. So how do we do that? Minus C1, 1. So this will remove column 1 only. If you want to remove first 2 columns, this goes like this. Minus C1, 2. But right now, we want to remove only 1 column. So this is U, which is my input file, and then minus C1, 1 because I want to remove the first column. Now Z. If you give only Z in RStudio, you will be able to see the data. So now this cropped data is stored in variable Z. Now we will do the normalization on this data. Why is normalization important? We have a huge data set. This data set consists of 1000 rows and many columns. Now what happens is, we might have certain columns which have values in thousands, while other columns which will have values in, let's say, decimal, other columns having values in tens form, and so on. What happens if we try to do the clustering based on these values only? Then this particular column is going to dominate the result. Why? Because the values in these columns are very high. So to have a uniform result, we need to do the normalization. How do we normalize the data? We take mean, we take standard deviation, and we do scaling. So this function is apply Z. What is Z? Z is my cropped university data set. So Z2 mean, this is used to calculate the mean, the standard deviation, and scaling. Now, as we have seen in the theory of HAC, we need to find out the distance between all the points. So in R, we use DIST function to calculate the distance between all the points. So it goes like this, DIST Z, where Z is my data set. This will calculate the distance between all the points. Now the distance calculated will be in decimals till 6 places. Now we want the answer only till 3 decimal places. Only till 3 decimal places. So we use this function print D, comma, digit equal to 3. Now finally, after calculating the distance, we want to form the clusters. So H cluster is the function which is used to make the clusters. D is storing all the distances between all the points is stored in D. When I pass value of D to this H clusters, it will form cluster. I'm sorry I'm not able to show you right now, but okay, after plotting this, after clustering, the values are stored in HC.